In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi everyone. Hi Irie, Scott. Hi Wendy. Good health all. This is so slow. Good health. How are you all doing today? I want you guys to know that I am feeling much better. I am processing my new reality without my sister, but I'm also feeling much better, which the deep dread that comes when you really love someone, or maybe not even when you really love someone. Maybe it's the deep dread of just someone leaving and knowing that you can never fix something. That could be it too, right? For me, it's about really loving her that much. And what do I do with the new energy? Because I don't have mental space to put on her anymore. I don't have to worry if I have to go visit her and how much the tickets are going to cost and where I'm going to stay. Like all of that is now finished. I have no worries with her. And that's new. Not to, because just before I came on, I was like, oh, I got to go visit my sister. And I was like, oh, I don't. And then a sigh of relief came over me. And I was like, oh, because that part of responsibility is gone. And I have been responsible for many of folks. I had my dad for years living with me. Don't get it twisted. He lived with me. And then my sister for probably an equal amount of years. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I remember before my dad died, he was put in a at the time it was new, like buildings for senior citizens. And it was one of the first, I believe, on the island. Very, very lovely place. And he had a caregiver that came to him every day. And because he was older, because older people cannot be trusted, older men especially cannot be trusted, he favored his caregiver over his daughter he had lived with for years. And I remember thinking, like, what's the challenge here? For me, what's the challenge? And I thought, maybe there is no challenge here. Maybe he has the right to care for someone that is caring for him. And however way that gets manipulated, maybe he was mad at me because I was forced, because he became difficult to be with. But maybe he was mad at me because I forced him into his own apartment because I needed to save myself because he was just a lot. So older men, whether it be your dad or your husband or whatever, they have a tendency of working women against women. And I believe that's what my dad was doing. And I just decided, and I was young, I just decided that was okay. I decided I'm not in his shoes. Maybe he thought I betrayed him. And he was of gratitude to this woman that was being paid to take care of him. Nobody was paying my black ass. And so I remember when he passed, that feeling of, he too was the only one that absolutely loved me. Absolutely. I did no wrong in his eyes. So I'm just reminiscing on, how to reprocess living. And I remembered with my dad passing, I had my son. So that was kind of easy to transition, right? To make sure that I raised my son living. And with my sister, there was survivor's guilt. I don't know where that came from. And then, given some time, the survivor's guilt left, but the sadness still sits. And I couldn't process sleep. I didn't know when to sleep, when not to sleep. I would pass out. Like, if I knew I had a reading at 3, I would pass out at 12 because I needed to be healthy for the reading. And so finally, I had a good talk with myself, and I said, your problem is sleep. Sleep management is a whole thing, especially during grief. And so I started to process going to bed earlier, not like at 10, but earlier. What I'm doing now is sleeping through the night, and that helps. Like, I'm not like getting up at 3, the witching hour, and staying up till 5, and then passing out again. Then I don't get up until 9. Oh, that hurts my body. So for me, that hurts my body. So I'm starting to feel less depressed in terms of my sister passing. It's starting to like, and I want to make sure that I keep saying to myself, it's okay to feel happy. It's okay to own that. So still having a hard time like remembering that I live. So, oh, I think I had something to give to you guys. We are going into a Virgo eclipse. The very next day, Libra hits, but this is in Virgo. In Virgo eclipse, we have about a week before it happens. You know, Virgos are tidy people, so please take a drawer and clean it out. Please get in your closet. If your closet is massive, just tackle something, all right? Don't make yourself like, oh, like a Virgo, but, oh, child, if you want somebody in your house, make sure the cleaning lady is a Virgo. Or has some aspects of Virgo in their chart, because they will be immaculately clean. But it's your job to clean up some aspects of your life. You might want to clean out your phone, right? I have a lot of pictures. I have a lot of emails, so I'm going to commit to getting rid of emails and pictures in my phone. That's what I'm going to commit to for the Virgo eclipse. Clean your walls down, clean your doorknobs down, clean your front door down, front and back. Use a cleansing solution with salt in it, pine salt, salt. If you want a mixture, I definitely would put some basil, basil water. A little cinnamon, a little nutmeg. The water's going to turn brown, but just mix it in soapy water of your choice. If any of you know anything about Dettol, get some Dettol. Add a little bit of blue in it and add some camphor. For me personally, I like to boil the camphor because camphor does not break down at all. I boil one tiny little camphor in a big container. I could leave the big pot out for 2 days and there'll still be some camphor left. But then I take it and I bottle it in mason jars and put it under the bathroom sink. And then every time I use mop water, I add some camphor water to it. And I think this is a solar eclipse, right, everyone? If this is a solar eclipse, put the put water out in the sun. Things are going to change anyway, so you might as well work on, like, be a participant in the change. Also, people's attitudes suck right now. I deal with the public, and you all are crashing out for no fucking reason. But I want to tell you, I cannot fix your crashing out. When I do the readings, y'all got to hear me. Please, just listen. Stop crashing out. I don't want to hear how much you love someone. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that you're almost getting evicted, but you're going to fight like hell. If I tell you it's not going to work out for you, even if you fight, listen. Listen. Start packing your bags and finding a place to live. Everyone's crashing out and they're having a hard time understanding that it is their problem. They did this. And even when you call me for a reading, you're still not listening. Does anybody else see anybody else? Are you guys having problems? I'm definitely having problems with the public because nobody's listening. Crash out. Like they're almost saying to me, pick up those fucking cards and read it again, Tracy. That's not what they're saying, but it's almost like that. And they've been making me nervous. Like, people, I'm grieving and you're crashing out because of so many years of not doing the right thing. And you want one psychic reading to fix it. Well, guess what? I can fix it. But if I tell you, prepare to move, get off the fucking phone and pack your fucking bags. It's that bad. Don't crash out on me. I'm not your fixer. Hi, Carlito. How are you, sweetie? Carlito, I always think about you. Um, yes, at work, people are ruder. Listen, I've changed a lot. A lot of times I would have cussed all you motherfuckers out. I don't want to. I actually understand you're crashing out. I get it. But I am not the one to dump on. If I give you a reading and I tell you, I had one reading. I love her so much. And she wanted to know if her boyfriend was cheating. Spirit wouldn't tell me. Spirit wouldn't tell me. And she was like, but she was asking in a roundabout way. So I was talking to Spirit and I was like, you and I both know what she wants to know. And Spirit was like, make her ask. I was like, all right, Spirit, relax. You crashing out too, Spirit. So I was done with the reading. She still had time, but I was done with the reading. And I was like, any other questions? And she came out and she was clear. And Spirit wouldn't answer. So finally I said to Spirit, I said, why can't I just answer this question? And Spirit said, because she would crash out and she has no place to go. Not to say that he was doing anything. Spirit literally just wouldn't say yay or nay. And then I said to Spirit, but if it's nay, she'll be fine. And Spirit said, no, she won't. I'm like, well, what the fuck can happen? If I say yes, she'll crash out. If I say no, she'll crash out? And Spirit's like, yes. So I finally just told her. I said, Spirit is not letting you know the answer. And guess what she said back to me? She said, I just said that this morning to myself. If I get the answer, what would I do? There you go. There you go. I said, so what I'd rather see you do is put money in the bank, reestablish your savings. And then maybe in a year, you might be able to see who you are in a year. And maybe you just won't need that motherfucker. I didn't say it that way, but you know what I mean. Hi, Melissa. Let me see. Good morning, everyone. People are not listening. So now I say nothing. I'd rather protect my peace. That's what Spirit said. Spirit said, oh, hell no. I said, Spirit, if I tell her she's going to crash out, get it. But if I don't tell her she's going to crash out, Spirit's like, yes. Spirit basically said, say nothing. Your job in this reading is to say nothing. I was like, oh, man. All right. Yeah, folks, it's crazy. I've been getting bad vibes at the gas station. Customers being so rude and lying. Yeah. Watch the public. The public is crashing out. Now, why are they crashing out? Oh, Kirk Franklin. Apparently he's an abuser. Charlie Kirk, he's dead. The Eclipse. Okay, we got a lot to talk about. Whenever I come on, I don't really know what you guys don't understand. Every day I get nervous. True story. I'm like, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? And then I get in front of the camera and I'm like, oh, baby, I got things to talk about. The eclipse is making us glitch. You are unhappy. We're all unhappy. The eclipse, this particular past couple of eclipses, I usually thought it was 3, but it's only 2 right now. I thought it comes in 3s. It's making us glitch, and both of them were in Virgo. Now, change is required. How you decide to enter into the change, you could fight spirit, you could die, you could accept that change is here. You can kind of figure out that you can't stay the same. You could die. Dead ass. None of us have to be here, especially if we're resisting change. So, if you don't like your job, you don't quit today, but you start planning what it would take to get out. That means get your resume set up, start looking online, see what's out there, occupy your time and energy, because Spirit likes that. Spirit says, oh, they want a job. Okay, they may not give you a job for 6 months, but that's not the point. You're organizing your thought patterns so that something better could happen. Right? Dating. Some of y'all are desperate to date. Some of y'all must really think you're going to die, because some of y'all need dates like right now. I need a date. I need a date. Prepare, get yourself ready, get your hair, exercise. Do you know that if you exercised, meant you prepare your mind for anything? Y'all want dates, but y'all don't want to work on yourselves and your bodies. If you work on yourselves and your body, all of a sudden, guys will show up. But because you're working on yourselves and your body, which also means working on your mind, some of these sloppy motherfuckers you wouldn't even look at because you're working on yourselves. That you would be like, yeah, I'm single. Not for you. Join a gym, people. That's for your mind and your body. Although I'm pointing to my head. I I personally, I am glitching out. All right. And the last eclipse, I don't know if y'all felt it. I could barely lift my knees. It was so bad. I do have Virgo in Venus, so it impacted me directly. Or do I have Virgo in Gemini? Wait, no, I never know where my Virgo. I get Virgo somewhere. I think it's in Venus. Um, I glitched out so fucking bad. I mean, so bad. It was so bad. Like, fingers were like nervous. They were like sore. They were even more wrinkled than normal. Like, I'm getting up in age, so we're not about to act like the hands don't show your age. Like, I'm not the one. I give two fucks. All right, Christiana, you might be able to snatch that jawline up and chisel it back so you can look like your daughter, Kim Kardashian. Show your hands, bitch. Show your hands. You're white, so your hands look 90. All right. True story. All right, I'm crashing out. You don't get to crash out. And I gotta stay the same. That shit ain't happening. You crash out, I crash out. We crash out together. She wears gloves? Her hands are disgusting. Disgusting. Like her this right here is all like deformed and disfigured. That bitch had to get a face chisel. Do you see everything? Her jawline, like they chiseled back her. She must be in so much pain, child. Banner. Oh, banner. What did I say? I'm gonna just put the banner on. Lord knows what I said. Y'all be hearing things, and I just be talking. But banner. I put the banner on, child. Um, Hi, Melissa, again. Love your picture. You have to heal your mind, your body, and your soul. I did it, and I love myself more. Men are coming towards me since I did the work. Exactly. I do get men coming towards me too. A lot of bums, though. Bums. Bum niggas love me. Love me. Is that a sign? I've never dated a bum, but I'm telling you, bums. Um, who cares if her hands are arthritic? I don't care if her hands are arthritic. She's a bitch. She's a straight up bitch. Her hands are arthritic because she's a bitch. All right. I don't care if her hands are arthritic. Maybe if she wasn't a bitch, her hands wouldn't be arthritic. Did you ever think about that? Maybe that's a condition from bitchiness. This is why I was so sleepy last week. I can't date sloppy people anymore. You got to care about your temple. Exactly. Gym is meditation. I know because you be in the gym, child. Yep, I've been applying to other places. One deep said, say less, got my resume up and running. Good girl. Miss Tracy, after the reading you gave, oh, Georgia, Georgia, you finally put up a regular, everyone, meet Georgia Peach. Oh, Miss Tracy, after the reading you gave last week, I listened to everything you said, and I have been at peace. Look at that beautiful picture. You are stunning. You had that Georgia Peach picture up for the longest time. I'm so proud of you. That's what I'm trying to say. My readings are not to have anyone crashing out. My readings are like ain't nothing gonna change. Relax. This is it. Relax. But if you want something to change, here are some things you could do to initiate change. But change don't happen overnight. Who makes a baby and births a baby overnight? If it takes 9 months to make a baby, a whole human being, what do you think could happen if you're looking for a job? Don't be discouraged. That baby in the womb, don't get discouraged. That baby's like, ooh, next stage, next stage. Oh, got a heart. Oh, oh, got some legs. Oh, oh, next stage. The baby's fine. So we ain't rushing life either. We got to figure out. Let me tell you something, Georgia. I think I'm a little shocked that nobody gets it. But remember, I've already, hold on. Remember, I've already lived your life, right? Been there, done that with the motherfucker. Okay? I was in my 20s and I don't know if I had my baby yet, but prior to having my baby, I didn't like my husband. No, no, no. It was after the baby was born. I didn't like my husband and I left him. And I went straight to my mother who didn't like me. Somehow I forgot she didn't like me. So I went straight to my mother for help. And my mother was like making me miserable. Like that was her job. Her job was to make me miserable so that I wouldn't stay. And I brought my baby with me. And I had to think long and hard about the decisions I was making as a single mom. I was trying to become a single mom. I was looking forward to being a single mom. As a single, like some of y'all are single moms by accident. I was like, please let me be a single mom. But he was like under 6 months. So that was dumb. So I went back to my husband, begging him. And I said, you know, I was wrong. I don't want to take you from your child, blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, he was a little bitch. He was such a girl. He was like, I don't want you back. Huh. And I was like, well, I deserve that. I really do. So now I'm thinking I'm going to be stuck with my crazy mom and this child in her house. And for some reason, she had 2 bedrooms, but she put me in the living room. It's weird shit. And then my sister came over. My sister has profound thinking. And she said to me, he didn't change the locks, just go home. And I was like, oh, you could do that? And she goes, he didn't change the locks. Take your baby and go home. So I did that. I take my baby and I go home. And I stay there for 2 years. And I calculated for 2 years how to leave this man. Because I didn't have correct support. And when I left him, it was going to have to be for good. So I stayed with the jackass for 2 years. All the while, he was cheating. All the while, I didn't care. If he wanted to have sex with me, he could. If he didn't have to. When you're cheating, they really don't want to have sex with their wives anyway. So it all worked out. I did not matter. I had a child that I needed to love and nurture and feed and talk to and make sure his cognitive health was at its optimum best. I was not being abused, and that was my saving grace. And so when it came down to leaving, my husband and I at the time had gone on vacation, and he was buying all this female jewelry. And I was ready at this point. And I was like, why are you buying? We were in Bahamas on a cruise. I was like, why are you buying all this female jewelry? He's like, I could buy female jewelry if I want that. I was like, oh, okay. When we got back, I called my dad and I said, this motherfucker. And I'm ready to leave. And my dad said, nope. Nope. Call me back when it's on 100. Then I thought, well, my dad's a motherfucker. But he wasn't. He was dead ass serious. He said, call me back when it's on 100. Not 100 where I'm willing to go to jail, but at 100, I am done. I'm good. I'm cooked. I gotta go. I called my dad back a few months later in January. This was in September. In January, I had given my ex-husband an ultimatum. I said, get rid of your mistress or I'm out. He gave me a date. He said, I'm going to get rid of her on December 31st. On January 1st, December 31st, I did not see him. January 1st, I got my husband back. Or the guy I remembered being my husband. That day, I called my dad. And I said, I'm ready. I was gone in a month. With my dad's help, of course. Thank God for my dad. Not my mom, but my dad. And when I left, my ex-husband cried like a baby. To me, personally, I think he was crying because he had to give up his mistress. And I don't know. But the thing is that, and I remember having this feeling. So he was crying and he was hugging me, begging me, like, not to make this decision. And I remember hugging him back. He was down here, not at my vagina, just like at bosom level. And I remember hugging him back, and it was the first time I didn't feel love or compassion or nothing. And I was like, oh, this is really over. The last time I had that feeling, hello? The last time I had that feeling, I dated someone recently in St. Croix, like 2 months ago. And I remember like the same, and I was like, there's nothing there. I don't like this guy. Anywho, Miss Georgia Peach, thank you. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but be at peace because things are changing. But the changing needs to be within the confines of your mental health, of your strategy, of you being at 100, not DEFCON where you're going to put a motherfucker in jail. At 100 where you say to yourself, oh, I'm going. But you done planned everything. You got money in the bank. Money talks, people walk. If it is not at a level of physical abuse, plan it. All right, how do we get here? Is it Tuesday already? Everything is a process. Yes, facts, George. I love your picture. Change the title. Nick, you can wait. Okay. Nick, really, I could do Nick tonight. Good analogy about the baby. Thank you. Things do take time. Yes. Grand Rising Incognito. Oh, One Deep said, hell, Miss Georgia Peach, you are pretty. You are pretty. Absolutely. Um, oh, July, your experience, hold on a second, sweetie. Let's not compare your rheumatoid arthritis that you were born with and a bitch that sold her daughter. Two different things. That is friends with P. Diddy. I have no pity. You were born with it. Don't compare the two. Sometimes when you're too greedy and you take from others, how do you think she got that face if she didn't put some black magic and took the blood of a black woman? There's a dead black woman out there, probably a little 15-year-old. Y'all better recognize. I'm not saying someone's a witch. I'm saying there's probably several missing black women out there. That's what I'm saying. So don't compare your arthritis with hers. By the way, remind me, July, and I'll look at some herbs for your rheumatoid arthritis. There's an herb for everything, lovey. Everything. Hi, Jahan Kirk. Hi. Oh, Chris Jenner. Aw, thank you, One Deep. You are too, Queen. That's what I'm talking about. Slow and steady wins the race. That's one of my favorites. You guys know about the tortoise and the hare, right? That's one of my favorite stories. I'm old-fashioned, so I got these stories, the tortoise and the hare. Do you guys know about it? The hare and the tortoise had a race, and the hare was like, ooh, 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 wait a minute, you so slow, tortoise, boop, 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 boop. Tied its black self out, took a nap, was so tired. When the tortoise woke, when the hare woke up, the hare was like, ooh, ooh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Coming back, laughing, going back. It was hilarious. The hare got so tired, it took a nap. But the tortoise, because it was slow and steady, didn't have a need for a nap. It just kept walking a straight line. And when the hare woke up to catch up to the tortoise, it started running. And the tortoise had just crossed the line. The slow little tortoise won. Yep. All right. Let me show y'all this video so we can reprocess and recalibrate the eclipse. So, cleaning out something significant is very important. Be proud of something that you cleaned out. Closet or drawer. No one said clean your whole house. That's not what I'm saying. If you can get to your whole house before the 21st, which is not mandated. I'm not saying do it by the 21st. I'm saying Virgo season is about organization. Clean your fucking houses out. All right? Then clean out your phones. Now, y'all already know you got too many pictures in your phone. Clean it out. I'm just saying. I would say get rid of some friends on Facebook, but I would hate if somebody just got rid of me on Facebook, because I'd be like, well, what did I do? Okay, hold on a second. Let's play this media. Where is it? I hope this is it.
Between eclipses is where the real shift happens. So we just had the lunar eclipse blood moon in Pisces on September 7th. That wasn't just a full moon, it was a cosmic purge. Pisces dissolves illusions. So the eclipses revealed truth you couldn't ignore. Emotional baggage, karmic ties, unhealthy coping. If it came up or fell away, that was the release. Now we're in the 2-week eclipse portal. This is the liminal space between the lunar eclipse and the upcoming solar eclipse in Virgo new moon on September 21st. Time feels strange here. Synchronicities multiply. The nervous system gets more sensitive. Think of it as a rewiring process. The old program has been deleted, but the new one is not fully installed yet. So on September 21st, the Virgo solar eclipse hits. That is the reboot. Virgo rules your body, routine, self-talk, and environment. This eclipse will reset how you live, how you work with your energy, and how you embody your own self-worth. So what do you do between now and September 21st? Number 1, ground daily, breathe, barefoot, move your body, keep your nervous system steady. Number 2, declutter. Virgo energy demands space. You need to clean your environment, your habits, the people around you, your inbox. Number 3, listen. Pay attention to what feels unstable or what keeps surfacing. That's the universe showing you what cannot come with you, no matter how bad we want to bring it with us. Remember, eclipses are cosmic course corrections. The universe is not punishing you. It's not breaking you. It is realigning you. The space between eclipses is the hinge point of transformation. The reason this matters is that the lunar eclipse purged illusions, attachments, and karmic weight, clearing out what could no longer align with your next chapter. But right now, in this portal, you're in the liminal space where the old has dissolved, but the new hasn't yet anchored. That's why time feels strange. Emotions surge, and synchronicities multiply. Your system is being rewired. This stage is critical because if you cling to what the universe has already removed, you delay your reset. But if you ground, declutter, and listen, you prepare yourself to receive the solar eclipse's reboot. What feels like instability is really alignment, not punishment, but preparation for the self-worth, routines, and embodiment waiting on the other side. If this resonates, now is a good time to take the step from just releasing into fully reprogramming. Use our proven blueprint to tackle the illusions, karmic loops, and survival patterns that keep pulling you backward, so you can step into alignment, embody Christ consciousness, and be anchored in truth, clarity, and purpose. Comment Blueprint. Now to access and unlock teachings that reveal your divine nature and give you practical steps for creating a new reality. Because the universe doesn't wait, and now is your chance to align with this eclipse energy and rise into your higher self. Comment Blueprint now to access.
That was nice. That was nice. Because I knew this energy was coming, the eclipse in Virgo, 2 of them, I have been cleaning out like you can't imagine. I've been throwing clothes out. No, I didn't throw them out. I took the clothes to a shelter. No, one of those places. The only thing I have left, guys, is a whole host of books. I got a lot of books. And they're all basically magical books. That's the only thing I have. I don't need to do anything with the books right now. But all my bookshelves, I have 1, 2, 3 bookshelves. I used to have a bookshelf here, but I had already moved it, which is where all my books were. But it turns out I had more books in the living room. So now I'm just left with a lot of books. I got rid of all of my candle making materials. Remember the little candles I used to make? I got rid of all the materials. Instead of holding on to it as if I was going to do it again. Remember these candles I used to make? I love those candles. I love them so much. But I don't think I'm going to invest in this type of candle only because I think it was Amazon wasn't sending the right uh, soy mixture. There was a particular company that was just perfect for burning the candle, and then they would take my money, and then I would ask for this product. They would take my money and send something else. And if the mixture's not right, the soy is very soft, so I didn't want that anymore. Um, and you know, I'm always reinventing uh, how I do candle magic. So now the newest thing I'm gonna do, although I haven't brought it yet, it just really sucks living where I live because it just takes forever for things to get here. But I'm thinking about beeswax flat sheet candles. That's what I'm thinking about now. Because I can put the herbs right inside and roll it up, and put the message inside and roll it up. So that's going to be my next investment, I think. I think. But if you remember this, oh, this was such a big seller. They had butterflies in them. Let's see if I get it a little bigger. They had dried flowers, sparkly things. And then I would give you guys herbs to add to the candle for your benefit. Oh, I love that candle. Now I do a different type of candle. I do the religious candles and I write on it, but it's not my favorite. That I loved. Anywho, I got rid of all the candle making stuff. What else did I do? Oh, you know what? I have a lot left also. I don't know how to get rid of them, but I've got a lot of tarot cards, which is so funny because I never wanted a lot of tarot cards. It's just that I had a group that I belonged to, and they were so talented, the group that I used to sponsor. They were so talented, and they started using tarot cards that I had never seen before. Um, and I was like basically getting jealous, like to be honest with you. And so I started buying all these tarot cards, but to be honest with you, I use the same tarot cards anyway, so it's all weird. But I've got a lot of used tarot cards. I don't know what to do with it. Yes, that's why you're so tired. Yes. Oh yeah, yeah. See, you understood the video. That's why you're so tired. It's universal. Yeah, that's why you're so tired. Absolutely. I could, but remember, I'm kind of in a community where everybody does witchcraft, but everybody acts like they don't do witchcraft. And so if they see a tarot card in my house, then I'll get labeled as the witch lady, and I just don't have time for all of that energy. So yeah, I don't want to do it that way. I have other symbols in my house. Like I have a whole blanket that's an evil eye symbol. So funny. But it's a whole bunch of eyes, different color eyes. So funny. No, nobody knows. Oh my God. It's so funny how you could trick people in plain sight. Anywho. Yeah, Melissa, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about a giveaway. I don't even want y'all to pay for it. The only problem is shipping. Shipping's always going to cost me money. So, but I was thinking about a giveaway. That would be easier. All right, we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do it around, maybe I'll do it after the new year. All right? If that might be easiest. Maybe I'll do an auction after the new year. Also, I'm gonna start, and don't get upset with me, other signs. I don't care. I'm going to start an all Leo horoscope channel readings, all Leo horoscope readings. I'm still going to do your readings, but Leos are going to get it separately and a lot. My life, my tarot cards. I do what I want. By the way, guys, no one, not one fucking sign had an amazing horoscope reading for September. Not one. Leos were the last. And I was like, okay, Spirit, come on, come through for Leo. Nope. It was mediocre at best. Everybody got mediocre readings for September. Nothing amazing, like, oh my God, this is going to be happening. You're going to be so happy. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, it was like, this is your fucking life. Okay, next sign, this is your fucking life. They were terrible. To me, they were terrible. The eclipse is terrible for all of you. Okay, maybe the winners can pay for shipping. All right. I would like that. Just all right. We'll take care of it. We'll figure it out. Uh anything y'all are going through, we will feel. So it's not that we're affected by the tariffs. I don't buy from Amazon, so I have no idea if I'm being affected by the tariffs. If I buy from Shein, no matter what my bill is, Shein adds an automatic $35. So I don't buy from Shein. Amazon is being affected by tariffs. Amazon is. But I don't buy from Amazon anymore either. Fuck Amazon. We're more affected by shipping. So if shipping in the States is affected by tariffs, we don't get our shipments in. So a lot of our groceries stores are empty. Shelves are just empty. That's a true story. So shipping is high, see? Also, I'm going to say this, and I hope it saves someone. Oh, Tracy, you said you have something for us concerning the eclipse. I'm going to have to look back on this and see what I was trying to say. Tauruses, my dad was a Taurus. My dad was a Taurus. So when he was like, call me when you're at 100, because I understood him, I didn't like the answer, but because I understood him, I knew what 100 meant. And so I stayed a few more months. By the time I made the second phone call, I was at 100. I learned from him. We don't have food. And it comes in waves. I like produce. So the produce isn't coming in. But canned split peas might come in by the dozen. It just depends. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Not you, Purple Passion, but I do want to get this out. For those of you that can, listen to me carefully. Again, I don't have time for this shit. For those of you that can relocate out of the country, for those of you that can, and for those of you that can relocate to Mexico, Do it. Just saying. Just saying. They don't have tariff issues. And a lot of American companies are going to Mexico. Those of you that can, get out. Trust me on this. Y'all know I got out. I didn't know all of this was coming. I just know Spirit said, get the fuck out of California. There was no other state I wanted to go to. So I figured, let me go to the land of my ancestors. Those of you that can, get out. That's all I'm going to say. Also, don't make it an impossibility. If you tell Spirit, show me some international jobs, it'll show up. All right. Oh, see, your uncle lives in Mexico, girl. Cardi B. I actually liked when she did that. Leave. Leave. Dead ass. All right. I hope I helped. We're going to go ahead and end this. Thank you, Vid Game Chicks. I am available for a reading today, guys. Learn to get your readings. Learn to keep the peace. Learn to get your readings so that you can be at peace and start thinking about the energetic changes that you need to make. Because all of this that's coming to us, all this nervous energy, that's not going to change. How you handle all of this energy that's coming through, we're going to have to exercise. We're going to have to eat better. And eating better could be just taking one thing off the table. Take McDonald's out your diet. It's not eating better, but taking something away. Take McDonald's off your diet. You know you're going to feel 100% better. I promise you. If you don't look at our president and see what McDonald's is doing to him, I feel bad for you. What you say, Gabrielle? Ayahuasca told me that years ago that I wasn't prepared for what's to come in the United States. Damn. So, if you can, relocate. Hi, wellness. So call me for your own personal reading. Do not be afraid to face reality. 213-458-7408. Support is free. So hit the like button and subscribe. I will change the title to Spiritual Awakening or some bullshit. Do you guys want to see the video one more time? Let me know before I actually end this feed. I could do Nick Cannon tonight, which probably would be better for Tracy After Dark. I could do Nick Cannon tonight. By the way, he's such a weirdo. He's such a weirdo. No. Oh, you would be at risk in the United States? Well, think about relocating. I can't imagine you would be at risk without having a baby on your arms. Are you fucking kidding me? Try escaping somewhere with a baby. There's no way you would be at risk single. But if you can, relocate. That's all I'm going to say. Because that's all I'm going to say. Start looking for a different lifestyle. By the way, if you relocate, wealth is not a thing in other countries. If you relocate, eating fast food is not a thing in other countries. We got 3 fast foods here. We got Subways. I can't eat Subways. And it's not crowded. Like y'all make Subways crowded over there? No. We got McDonald's. McDonald's can be a little crowded. Because a lot of these niggas don't learn that McDonald's is not healthy for you, even in the Caribbean. That's it. Oh, they do have KFC. Costs about $80 to eat at KFC's, but I don't eat chicken that's not a real bird. Fuck that. I didn't eat KFC in the States. Gives me an allergic reaction. And they just opened a churches. The difference here is we don't have a churches every 10 blocks. We don't have a KFC in every section of a neighborhood. We got one for the whole island. We got 2 McDonald's, 1 KFC, and a church is just open. And let me tell you about the churches that just opened. It's taking so much business that the McDonald's no longer has a line. But if you are eating too much of McDonald's, that Kundalini change that needs to be happening can't happen. All right? Because you're feeding your cells McDonald's. I'd rather see you eat canned hash browns than McDonald's. Dead ass. All right, whatever. Hi, Toby. Oh, maybe. Who cares? Anything's better than having a child. Oh. You make sacrifices for your child. You will do things. Be glad you're single with no child. I'm dead ass. Tell her women with children. Ooh, child. All right. I got you though. I got you. Georgia says we can drag that nigga tonight. Do you guys need to see the video again, or you guys are good? You good? All right, just go back and watch the video, though. For those of you that missed the video, watch the video. Let me get out of here, because you know I can talk for another 20 minutes before you know it's an hour and a half. I love you guys. Call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. Where's One Game Chicks post? Can't find it now, One Game Chicks. Oh, there you go. Love you guys. I'm available for readings. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure. Her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.